So a bit of an unusual video for me today. I have done one before, but this is another unboxing video. I have received a parcel. Just arrived this morning. All I've done so far is take the label off and take some of the tape off. So it's a bit easier to get into. This is a parcel containing, I believe, 3 multimeters. They are there we go, made by Racal. So that's an unusual brand for me. But the thing that I was interested in, get the lead out. Aha! Oh, someone's taken the blooming plug off. That's frustrating more than anything else. Oh well. These meters have got Panaplex displays, or at least I think they have, according to the information I found so far. There it is, Racal Instruments 9077A. And look at the ranges. The ranges are going up 0.5, 5, 50, 500, 5000. Not what you'd expect, which would be something like 2000 or 200. So this, I believe, has got a range of counting up to about 5000. We'll see once I get some plugs on them. We'll see if they work. We'll see how good the Panaplex displays are, and we'll see out of the 3 of them whether I can get all of them working. So that's the first one. Bit of paper, some bubble wrap. I found that my local charity shop is keen to take bubble wrap because they need to wrap parcels. That can go to them. So meter number 2. Now that's interesting. On the back of this one, that's got a DC inlet socket. I'm expecting that. Made in USA. I wasn't sure whether these were going to be made in UK or USA. Racal being a UK company, but I think, and I will put a link in the description to this, there's another brand which I believe is American, and that brand, perhaps that's the company that really made them, and Racal have simply put their name on the front. It has got milliamps DC there. There's a battery check. Maybe this one's got a battery pack on it, which is why it has that. It doesn't have separate terminals for the current ranges. Modern meters will have a separate red terminal for the current ranges, and probably even a separate high current terminal, which is a safety feature. This hasn't got that. So these are fairly old. Now, one of the questions, of course, is how old are they? And I don't know. More packaging. What have we got in here? It's an envelope. It's a bag. It's a bag containing a multimeter. Come on, there it is. And number 3, looking very, very similar. Round plugs here, sockets rather than square ones. On the back we've got, now this one, made in USA, Racal Instruments, Windsor, Berkshire, England. And I can't see what that is, whether that's a mains lead or whether that's a charger socket, a DC charger socket. Interesting. Okay, it's got an extra foot stuck on there. So let's get this out of the way. And we have the 3 meters. One of them has a mains lead and the other 2 don't. And the mains lead's coming out from the same place where on the other one there's a DC barrel jack. How interesting. If I'd had the presence of mind to get a screwdriver ready, I could have a look in there. Hang on. I've got the comedy screwdriver, the long screwdriver. I think I got this for some kind of recessed Phillips screw. But never mind, let's just use it because it's the nearest Phillips screwdriver to where I'm filming this. I wonder if that will actually open up the whole of the case. Maybe it will. Let's have a go. Oh, there's a surprise. So that looks like a battery pack or a transformer pack. Yeah, couple of metal strips there, wires on them. That looks like there's a battery or a transformer or something in there. That's not a mains lead then. Well, it's coloured like a mains lead. That's going to need some investigation. It looks like this is a battery pack. It's the right shape and size for probably D-cell batteries, but it's got a mains lead going in by the looks of it. It's earth there, the green and yellow. Maybe this one's got a transformer in there. We'll have to see. What else can we see? A printed circuit board, no surprise there. It's blue, which is a little unusual. Oh, this is going to come to bits easily. There's a screen. So there we have the inside of the thing. That's fallen off. Yeah, that was glued on. That was glued onto the inside of the lid by the looks of it. Okay, so we've got a nice view there, I hope, of the internals of this thing. Looking like it's fairly standard design, construction. Printed circuit board, lots of switches for switching ranges. A couple of chips. There's a fairly big chip over there, which is a Mostec MK5002. And the date code, and that's all important to find a date code on something like this to see if we can see what date it was. And that is a 74LS74 with a date code of 8008. So that's 1980, week 8, built in 1980. One of those chips is a 7400 with RS Components branding on it. So there's a chip there which has either been replaced or it was originally manufactured with RS parts. Now, given it's made in the USA, that's unlikely. So I'm suspecting that's a repair, a part that's been replaced at some stage. They're in sockets, all the chips are socketed. So maybe that's what's happened, it's been repaired and that chip has been replaced with a part bought from RS. That's radio spares for people of my age, or the well-known supplier RS Components nowadays. There's a fuse there, which is not one of the high-energy fuses that companies like Fluke would use. Perhaps that wasn't available in those days. Oh, they've labelled something on the board. There's a ground and plus 9 volts, and that one says plus 5 volts. So, yeah. It's 9 volts DC supply to this, so whatever's in that box supplied 9 volts and just plugged on the back. The all-important Panaplex display is on their own little board there, plugged in, soldered in maybe. Some fairly hefty switches there, nicely clicky. Yeah, I like those. Those are sufficiently clicky to satisfy my requirements for a good positive range selection. It doesn't do auto ranging. You have to flip the switch to get the ranges changed. So if you put in 10 volts, you have to switch it from the 5 volt range to the 50 volt range to see the 10 volts. I think it's going to be unusual if I can get them working because of this range of 5 rather than 1999. I think that's about all I can really do at the moment, given that we've got no plug on that one. Going to have to take them to bits, check they're okay, visual inspection, and then power them up. There we have it, the very fine Panaplex display Racal model 9077A multimeter.